Happy New Year, Paul.
Happy New Year's Eve.
Well, yeah, it's almost New Year's. And here we are on a New Year's Eve night, just sitting here on the couch. Woohoo! We know how to have a good time. So, what's going on in Paulville?
Um, I'm gonna talk about money milestones number 4 and number 5.
Money milestones. Okay, so what is number 4?
Pay off all debt except the house.
Okay, wow. So you're each month you pay off your credit card and utilities. And so the house, you're free just to make it payment by payment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All debt except the house. There's two ways to do it.
Okay.
One is to do a debt snowball, doing the smallest debt first, regardless of the interest rates, and the debt avalanche is doing the highest interest rate first.
Oh, I think I would go with the highest interest rate first.
Psychology says that the power of focus. Dave Ramsey says that the power of focus beats mathematics.
So would he suggest the snowball or the avalanche method?
The snowball.
Okay, well, I get that. In that, as you pay them off, you feel like you've really accomplished something.
Yeah, but it's your choice, the snowball or the avalanche.
Which would you do?
If I had a high interest rate and it was bigger than the low interest rate, let's say I had 20% APR.
Yeah.
On a credit card.
Right.
I probably focus on that one first.
Gotcha.
And hey, if you're in debt to the IRS, focus on that one first. You should be very scared. You should pay off. Well, you should be scared into paying off that debt first.
Yeah, I would say the IRS would be number one because they're scary. Yeah.
And
they really like fines and jail and yeah. Okay.
Plus, hey, you should get into I would recommend getting into more debt so you can pay off that IRS.
Ugh. Well,
Dave Ramsey would say that too. Just focus on paying the IRS first if you're in that type of debt, because it's scary.
Well, I would say the best thing is to not get yourself in the mess to begin with.
But some people, I don't know if anyone is in that type of debt, but in case you are.
Yeah, that's a good throw that out because you never know what people are facing. And another good thing is to not live beyond your means.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to get your dream house, your first house. Work your way up.
Yep.
Daddy and I lived in several dumpy apartments before we got a house, which was kind of a dumpy house. And then we moved to a regular house, and now we've downsized to the house I grew up in. So we came full circle. Okay, so that was, and what does Dave Ramsey or that other fella you've been talking about say about paying off your house, like make the extra interest payment so you pay it off in like half the time?
That should come, paying off the house should come after you. Dave Ramsey would recommend saving for retirement, then saving for education, your child's education.
Yeah.
And then paying off that house. Dave Ramsey says borrow on things only on things that go up in value.
Oh, that's good. Okay. All right, so that was number 4. How about number 5?
Oh, and another thing, if you eating,
Yeah.
if
Can you
you
still eat if you're in debt?
Dave Ramsey would recommend not eating out at restaurants.
Okay, I think we might have even touched on that last time, that the only time
Mm-hmm.
you see the inside of a restaurant.
I remember I said that earlier and I'll say it again.
Okay.
Don't eat out if you're paying off debt.
Well, you know what? Go ahead.
Unless either you're working there or it's totally, or you get a totally free deal.
Or somebody takes you out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll give a hearty amen to all of that, because Daddy and I went to just the drive-through at Captain D's, and I about passed out when that fella said $36 and something. I said, never mind. No, actually, I did get it. Did you enjoy your Captain D's?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should have. And hey, you got it free. You ate out free. All right, so
number 5 is save 3 to 6 months of emergencies. Save 3 to 6 months in an emergency fund.
Okay. Now, it's easier for somebody like you who's just taking care of themselves. How would somebody that has a family of 4 or more, or maybe even a little bit less, do that? Any suggestions?
Think about how do I make it cheaper? How do I spend the least amount of money I can?
Okay. So, hold back on the splurges.
Yeah.
And you don't have to have a $35 t-shirt. Get a dollar t-shirt at the yard sale, like your mom does. Okay.
Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna talk about in my next video. I'm gonna talk about the next thing to do, save for retirement. And hey, if you're just taking care of yourself, that should come very easy.
Yeah. Or you're not talking about like just thinking of yourself, but if it's just you.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're single,
Right.
and you're just taking care of yourself.
Right. Which is expensive enough, but now's a good time. If you're single, go for it now. All right. Anything else, Boo?
Nope.
All right. Well, what's your...
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Okay. Thank you so much for spending your New Year's Eve with us. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.